right, it was the dance that made my next guest feel like a 10-year-old again, and with a set as colourful as a primary school, who can blame him? It's Chris and Karen.
Quite ordinary to quite extraordinary.
You had one facial expression throughout the whole thing, which was just a gaping mouth.
It was entertaining, charming.
Well done! Well, he's delivered the mail and delivered the goods. It's Chris and Karen, everyone! I mean, talk about lifting the energy in that ballroom. You literally look like you had the dance of your life.
It was, without a doubt, it was the best dance I've ever done in my life. Because I've danced twice, and the first one got a good hammering. And it was the best dance I've ever done in my life. And you can't really say that about many things, but without a doubt, that was it.
You just add it up.
Yeah.
So many moves in there, but the one thing that got Craig's attention was the cartwheel.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been able to do a cartwheel in my life. Did you find it quite easy?
Yeah, no, I actually injured my shoulder doing the... Does it look easy? I injured my shoulder doing the cartwheels.
You've injured yourself?
Yeah, I'm all right now, but, like, on the day, I had to go to physio straight after the... There we are. Had to go to physio straight after the run.
I mean, most kids don't end up like this after they've done a cartwheel on the playground.
I said this on my Instagram, right? Kids who can just knock out cartwheels like that deserve more credit. Do you know when you're at a barbecue and there's, like, loads of 11-year-olds knocking them out? They deserve a round of applause. It's difficult.
It is difficult.
Yeah.
Are you on the men now?
Yeah, I'm getting better now, yeah. This week's dance doesn't have much of that crazy stuff in it.
Yet.
So, hopefully they were the last 2 cartwheels of my dancing career.
Well, you say that. Karen, I've got to say, I mean, the injuries, they're part and parcel of the job. I mean, the more you train, the more likely you are to get them. Are we going to see any more from him?
We have a couple of good tricks coming up in the American Smooth. So, no, but the Charleston is a very tough dance, especially for a second week dance and especially for a beginner. But he handled it pretty well. Yeah, the legs were bent, but there's people out there that do cartwheels with bent knees.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm good.
That one there.
Talk about injuries being part and parcel. The other day, she so flippantly, in the rehearsal room, went, I think my toenail's coming off, and then kept dancing. I would, like, phone me mum.
I think that's our second toenail loss of the series, guys. We had one last week as well. Let's go back to week 1, because the judges said the cha-cha-cha, your hips were on vacation,
yeah.
I think was the exact word.
Can't argue with
that. But they were back for the Charleston, weren't they, Karen?
Yeah, well, he didn't have to use them for the Charleston, but that's good.
They were just there on the side.
They were
2 stand-ins. I had 2 stand-in hips. Yeah.
They came, but actually it was all about the swivels and the bounce and, you know, the animation and the character behind it. And staying, actually, it was really nice because now we really maintained that action together and we were in it together, which was really nice. And it's hard to get that on the first week. But now you have something to look back and go, oh, I can see how I can use all these...
I would just like to beg the public to lower their expectations again for me this week. If they could possibly do that, that's cool.
Well, you say lower their expectations. Someone did the dirty double, 26 this week. That is double your 13 from the week before.
Yeah.
That must be a massive boost for you now going into week 3.
Yeah, but a lot of pressure at the same time, as I say, you know, because I've gone up and I don't want to go, you know, I mean, in worst case scenario, we'll half it. But I'd like the, you know, it's strange now doing American Smooth because I've been doing a cha-cha and then the Charleston and now American Smooth. It's kind of like the best way I can describe it. For 2 weeks I've been learning a song and this week I've got to do it in a different language. That's the best way I can describe what I've got to do.
This is what I wanted to ask you, because the difference between the cha-cha-cha and the Charleston, I mean, it's almost like a different ambience, isn't it? It's a different feel to it. Karen, did you see the difference in Chris over week 1 and week 2, the way he was in training?
Well, I mean, the first week, he was just petrified.
Yeah.
The second week, he was still petrified, but
still there now.
no, but I think he's getting getting more confident, which is what I want. I want him to gain more confidence in what he's doing because you can do it, and it is possible, and it was possible in the Charleston. And yes, you know, the American Smooth is a completely different monster, completely different. It's very classic. It's classic lines, especially, you know, he's Fred Astaire.
Oh, stop it, please.
Honestly, there's so much pressure, it's crazy.
No, it's no pressure, but it's
the best
elegant.
dancer in the world ever. And I've got to come in and ruin it. Do you know what I mean? Sully the man's memory.
You say this, though, but you surprised Bruno this week. You said you've reset the clock, you've retuned the engine. Yeah. What else are you going to be doing to that car this week?
I don't know, maybe leaving it on bricks.
I've stolen the car. That's what I've done. We need to mention something that we picked up on last night during the elimination. Have a look at this face. What's this? Yeah. What is this face all about?
Right, well, I genuinely wasn't expecting Tess to say we'll find out later in the show. And that is fear, and I was mortified. I was actually mortified. And I saw it last night and I burst out laughing watching it in the hotel. I mean, what is that? Fred Astaire, I've got a lot to live up to here.
I mean, Fred would be proud. Fred really would be proud. Talking of moods and ambience like we was, we're going to reset it this week because you're going to be dancing to this. I mean, this is very different. This is Cheek to Cheek from Top Hat. You're doing the American Smooth this week. I know you've only just started and you're just getting to grips with it, but how's it going so far?
I mean, at one point in the training room this morning, I genuinely asked how much the mirrors cost because I was going to throw a chair at them. I said, how much are these expensive? Because I'm going to put a chair through them. It's like I say, it's like learning a song I've been learning in a new language. It's very difficult, but we had about 3 hours of torment. I didn't speak for an hour, which has never happened in the history of my life. And then I got it. So we've ran half of the song to music.
We ran 40 seconds of it.
Okay.
40 seconds. But actually, again, you're really hard on yourself, and I completely understand that. But I'm hard on him too. But it's one of these things that I know you get frustrated. But it's just the first day today. Tomorrow is going to be a different day. He's going to flow into it. I always tell him, please be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself. Be gentle.
Yeah.
Be gentle.
When I'm in a little huff, she just completely ignores it and speaks.
Is the mirror still intact?
The mirror's still intact.
For now.
Yeah, we're not going back to that training. We're going to a different one, so it's safe.
Very, very quickly, Karen, you performed the American Smooth with Charles Venn, didn't you? It was last year, week 3.
Yeah.
You got, I think it was 25 you
my
got, actually.
favourite number.
It was a great score. Are you going to be hoping to improve on that score?
You know what? It's only... I don't know. No.
There's the hope. There's the hope, right?
There's always hope, like Craig said. And I'm hoping to at least get above a 25.
You want to get above it? Chris, can you do it?
I wanted to do good.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm going to try my best. It's it's so fun, and I was so frustrated this morning. And you saw the moment I got it. The moment I got it and I could do it, I was ecstatic. And that's what this whole thing is.
Well, I cannot wait to see it. Good luck. It's Chris and Karen, everyone. Good luck. Well, there you go. That is it. That is your lot for tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to be joined by David and Nadia, Michelle and Gio, Mike and Katja, and Kelvin and OT. Plus, the genius behind Strictly's group dances, creative director Jason Gilkerson, will be here. And Tunes on Tuesday's back. I can't wait. Until then, night-night.